Comedy Film Nerds Podcast.
Adapted screenplay, Call Me By Your Name, The Disaster Artist, Logan, Molly's Game, Mudbound. I don't know. None of these screenplays jump out at me.
Well, I am, Logan's on HBO currently, so I just sit and watch it in hotel rooms all the time. I love that movie. I love that it got this attention. That it got a nomination that's
Which is cool.
That's its win. But the fact that Call Me by Your Name is the only movie of the 5 that's even nominated for Best Picture. Gives it pretty much the leg up, and just for the Michael Stuhlbarg monologue alone, people think it should win in this category.
I kind of agree. Like Logan,
I'm glad. I was really happy to see it.
Yeah, I'm glad, and I think that's it. The Academy was like, this is the most we'll give for one of your little comic book movies.
Right, I know, because everybody was sort of pushing for Patrick Stewart for supporting actor, which I would have, completely supported. But the 5 people they did nominate are all pretty great too. So it's not like, it's hard to say that he got snubbed, but he was definitely somebody I was hoping would be in there.
I like Disaster Artist. I like Molly's Game. Mudbound was a little slow. But for me, I think I have to go Logan should win, and I think Call Me By Your Name will win.
Yeah, I thought the worst part about Mudbound was the adaptation of the way it was adapted from the book. I thought it had real structural problems.
We got some sort of book reader over here.
But as far as Logan, I'm happy to see it there. I think it should, but I think Call Me By Your Name will.
Yeah, that seems like that's one of the more of a lock. I think the original screenplay is a tricky one.
All right. Now we go to original. What do you got there, buddy? Read it
We
up.
got The Big Sick, we've got Get Out, we've got Lady Bird, we've got The Shape of Water, and we've got 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. This is a tough category.
It's
They're
so
all
tough.
great scripts. They're
Yeah.
all fantastic scripts. I think for me personally, 3 Billboards is the weakest of of the 5. Big Sick I really liked it, and it's of course people we know, which is cool. Get Out, we've talked about how inventive that movie is.
I'm wondering if this is the award that Get Out's going to win.
It just feels like if you're going down the ballot, you love that movie. First of all, you've only got 2 places you can give it an award, or 3 places where you can, or 4. I apologize. There's 4 different places where they could give it an award, but Best Picture and Best Director just seems like it just doesn't seem like that's going to happen, and we know
it's tough for horror movies to win those categories.
And then we know that for Best Actress, for Best Actor, that's going to be. That's a fucking tough category, but also it's got Gary Oldman's a done deal over there. So that being said. I like that my friends made The Big Sick, so that's, makes me biased for that's what I would want to win. But, yeah, this is just rough because there's movies here between Get Out, Lady Bird, Shape of Water, and Ebbing, Missouri. This is the only, all of those movies, this could be the only one they might win.
Right.
Ebbing, Missouri is obviously going to win acting awards, and but Lady Bird could end up getting shut out completely, and it's so good.
I really like Lady Bird, but in terms of an original, it's something we've talked about. I like Lady Bird, but it's like
there's no new ideas. It's just very well realized.
Yeah, we're executing the teen coming of age story very well, whereas an original idea is Shape of Water or Get Out.
Yeah, those are both.
Right.
And obviously, Big Sick is original because it happened to them.
And there's some sort of I didn't go down the rabbit hole of trying to follow the details, but somebody's accusing Guillermo del Toro of stealing. Like, there's some sort of plagiarism argument about
that
Shape
just
of Water.
came out. Yeah, it was.
Do you know what it was?
Some kind of old play from the '60s or some weird obscure lawsuit.
That
it wasn't like some graphic novel that came out a year ago.
So I don't think that's going to hurt him that much, but I also don't think that Screenplay is like the number one, like there's so many other places where that movie can win. So I'm going to say they're going to, and I loved Get Out, so I'm going to say will and should for Get Out. I'm saying it.
I'm going to go Shape of Water should, Get Out will.
I think I'm going to have to go with what Chris said. I'm going to go Shape of Water. This is tough because if Big Sick, Get Out, or Shape of Water, any of the three, one of those wins, I'm like, they really deserved it. Lady Bird and Three Billboards are okay, but I think those three are the superior ones of the.
Well, also the interesting thing about Three Billboards is that Martin McDonagh, like previously, he, the other thing that he got nominated for was writing In Bruges, which I think that movie that year deserved to win. So he's really, people really think of him as a writer first rather than a filmmaker. That's possibly why he didn't make the top 5 for Best Director, which is another interesting thing. There's so many, no matter what movie wins Best Picture, it's going to upset some sort of long-standing sort of like rule of the of what typically happens at the Oscars. Because like the Best Picture, Best Director split seems almost inevitable.
Right.
That the same thing won't win both, but you never know. It could both of them could go to Shape of Water. But so are we all in on Screenplay? Do we all say it?
Let me say I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna go. Get Out should. Shape of Water will.
Oh, swapping it.
I'm a swappy.
I shot first, kitten heads across the